Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to talk about how to use constraint region in EasyEDA to set trace width rule by different layers and different regions during routing. In real projects, we often run into situations where the routing requirements are completely different from one region or layer to another. For example, power regions usually need wider traces to carry current, while signal regions focus more on thinner trace width and tighter spacing. In cases like this, relying only on global design rules is often not enough, and this is where constraint region becomes necessary. First, in PCB editor, open the place menu at the top and select the constraint region tool. Then on the canvas, draw a region to cover the region where you want to control routing rules independently. Once the region is drawn, the properties panel will appear here. Simply click Confirm. Next, follow the same step to place a second constraint region. This is just a demonstration. Let's assume we want different layers to follow different routing rules. After selecting one of the constraint regions, you'll see in the right side property panel that is already recognized as constraint region. By default, the applied layer is set to the bottom layer, but you can adjust this as needed. For example, if you want this rule to apply only to top layer, just select top layer. You can also assign it specifically to the bottom layer or any inner layer. Scrolling further down to the constraint options, the most important setting here is the check rule. This is where you want to choose different trace width rules, such as a rule for 1OZ copper or a wider rule for 2OZ copper. Once this is set, any trace that enters this constraint region will automatically follow the trace width defined here. You also notice that different constraint regions can be assigned completely different rules. For example, a region on the top layer can use thinner traces, while another region on the bottom layer can use wider traces. As long as the constraint regions do not overlap, all the rules will work correctly. When you start routing as a trace enters different constraint regions, the trace width will automatically change. There is no need to manually switch rules back and forth, which makes the routing process much more efficient. This is especially useful for power partitioning, analog and digital isolation, or higher current routing. One important thing to keep in mind is that if multiple constraint regions overlap, you must check their priority order. Otherwise, rule conflicts may occur, leading to routing behavior that doesn't match your expectations. By using constraint region this way, we can flexibly control trace width rule for different layers and regions, ensuring the PCB meets electrical requirements while also making it easier to pass DRC checks. That's all for this lesson on setting trace width rule by layer and by region. I hope this helps you in your actual routing work. See you in the next lesson.